Hello there and welcome to the 17th and final part of this tutorial series. And in this video we're going to be adding missions. And I just want to say well done if you made it this far. This is a long journey and it's coming to an end. So let's complete this game. So the first step is going to be, well, adding a mission. So if we look here, we're going to have to upload a few new sprites. So I have in the link in the description, I have a few sprites for you to download. The first one being an arrow, right? And this arrow needs to be 35. That's the size of our arrow. And then we're going to move it on the X position 0 and on the Y 121. So just somewhere to the top center. And the reason we have this arrow is to direct the player in which direction to go. So I'm going to show you how to set this up in code. The first thing we're going to do is say not control but events. When flag is clicked, we want to hide it because we don't want it to show before the flag is clicked. When the flag is clicked, we don't want it to show unless a mission is happening. And then we're going to set its size to 30%, and then forever have it go to the front layer. And then okay, we've done this. Now let's add another sprite called the GTA Mission Collider, and we're going to change that up a little bit later. So we just want it to point towards the collider. So what is it called again? GTA Collision Collider. So let's just find that here. I think we need to, yeah, okay. So GTA Mission Collider, and then we're going to have two events. It's going to say when I receive, that's the first event, and then the second one here. So it's going to be first when I receive start direction. Start direction, and then show. We're going to show it. Show the arrow once we receive start direction, and then we're going to hide it. If you follow the pattern, it's end direction. So there we go. Show it once you start direction, and when we end direction, end it. Okay, so next we have to go to our control and add a forever loop right here, and we're going to have we're just gonna have a little animation to make our arrow look a bit more alive. So we're going to say wait 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds, and then we're going to change the size by not 100 but 0.5. okay, so next we want it to go back. We don't want it to just increase, and then we have it negative 0.5. So now let me show you the effect. If we click the flag and press right here, well, it didn't work. Okay, I understand what we did wrong. It's not set, it's supposed to be change size, so it became so small that we couldn't even see it. That makes so much sense. So yeah, I was supposed to change the size. I just grabbed the wrong block. Okay, now let's do this. Yeah, now we notice that we got a cool little animated arrow that points to the direction of our start mission collider. Now we're going to let's go to our GTA mission, and let me hide it. And then we're also going to call this direction arrow, just so we have a name for our arrow. So direction arrow. Okay, so now we've done this first part, a direction arrow and a GTA mission collider. Now we need to, okay, we don't need to make anything new. This next part is going to be a painted sprite. So yeah, click right here and then paint. So then we're going to say we're going to get a box, make the fill white, and the outline is going to be 4. 4 is fine for the outline, and if we try that, that's fine. Okay, cool. So we're going to add the code in a second, but first let's make this look a bit nice. So it's going to be 2 on the X, it should be 234 something along that. It doesn't have to be 234 exactly, like even 23. Yeah, 233 is fine. I'm gonna go with, oh my goodness, I'm moving it. I'm not actually, okay, I'm just gonna leave it at 233, and then yeah, 233 by 103. And I think this could look better with a bit of a bigger outline, so I'm going to change the outline from 5 to 6. That looks a bit better. And then I also want to make the x negative 123, and then make the y 129. So that's top center. I'm gonna move it down a little bit, because actually, yeah, that looks better. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Just for the y, I'll increase it a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, okay. So 127, 128, that should be fine. Okay, and then just on the x, I just want to fill it up completely. So 123. Okay, 124. That's just the workflow you can use to try to get it to the top left as much as possible. But yeah, that's pretty good in my opinion. And I'm just going to call this mission display, right? And then now that we have our mission display set up, we can do the coding for it. So let's go to our code panel, and as we do with every single sprite in this game, or not every, but most, when flag is clicked, we're gonna hide it. And then we're also going to have mission, not mission, but events. And the first event we're gonna create is when I receive. And this mission, event is gonna be called mission 1 part 2. So basically, how this mission is going to go is the player is going to be directed by the arrow to go to a certain point in the game, which is this GTA mission collider. Once you go to that collider, mission 1 part 2 is going to be, once the player and collider touch, mission 1 part 2 is going to be broadcasted. So that's where we want to display a message to our player. And the first message is going to be something along the lines of go get a package, and that's what I'm going to write exactly. If you want to make it any fancier, feel free to do that. This is your game and it's all your customization. So we're gonna say go get the package. I'm not gonna edit this in any way. I encourage you to make it interesting. Go get the secret package, go get the military package, and after that I'm just gonna move this to the center. Yeah, just go get the package. And then I'm just gonna call this mission display 1. Now this isn't gonna be the only thing we display to our player. We're also gonna display deliver the package. So after that, we're going to deliver the package. This is pretty much centered already. Duplicate, and then the final thing we display to our dearest of player is mission complete. Once they finish the mission, we're gonna tell them mission complete, give them a few exclamation points so they know this is a very serious thing. And then sure, let's put this in the center. And now let's finish up with the code. So we're gonna say switch to costume mission display 1, and then we're gonna have it go to the front layer because we don't want it to be behind anything like the arrow or the background. And then we're gonna show once we've done that, and then wait 5 seconds and then hide it. So we're gonna display this text to the player for 5 seconds. 5 seconds is more than enough time for them to read, and then we move on to the next part. So now we're gonna say once I receive new message mission 1 part 5. So once we've hit part 5 of the mission, we're going to have our player, display deliver the package. So there's gonna be something happening between part 2 and part 5. We're gonna see what's that very soon. Go to the front layer, hide, Same thing. This is gonna be mission 1 part 6. So it's a simple 6-part mission, 6 steps of the mission, nothing very complicated. Yeah, now we've done all that. Now we're going to add another part to our mission, and it's in our GTA Collider. So now let's bring it back up and make its size 50. Like I said, link for all these are in the description down below. Size is 50, and its position does not matter right now, so let's just keep it to 0 by 0 because it's one of those the things that are affected by its position in the game, that it's X and Y, my X my Y. So now that we have this, let me add the first event. So when I receive mission 1 part 1. Okay, so now that this is basically the first part of the mission, as I said. If we look back here, just so I can explain, we have mission 1 part 2. This is what happens when I receive mission 1 part 1. And basically, I'm going to first hide and then broadcast start direction, because we want to tell the player where our mission collider is. So now we can go to our variables, and we need 2 new variables. So to make that happen, we're going to go to any one of our previous objects and then just definitely edit a lot of this out. Now we have access to my X and my Y in the right place. So define position. Now mission 1 part 1, broadcast start direction, and then we're going to set 2 things. We're going to set my X and my Y. My X to 286, and then set my Y to 569. Perfect. And then we're going to go to events, or not events but control, and then set, not set, but we're gonna wait 1 second. And then we're going to grab a wait until block and wait until touching the player. Right here. And then we're going to broadcast mission 1 part 2. So now let me show you how the mission is right now. So if I click play, I forgot the most obvious thing. Hide this. Okay, cool. Actually, no, this is, okay, I have to hide it anyway, but if I click right here, it's going to point us in the direction. Then we're gonna go, we're right back in our GTA mission collider, and we're going to say, when flag is clicked, we hide it, and we're going to broadcast the mission 1 part 1 again, but when flag is clicked, so we can make this easier, and then forever loop, and then position. We want to use the position block. So flag, cool. Okay, so now we can go towards the direction of our flag, not our flag, but our thing. And you see, we have this yellow mission collider right in front of our house. So if we step on it, it says go get the package. That's where we are so far in our mission. So now we're at mission 1 part 2, and we're going to move its my X and my Y. So we're gonna set the my X and my Y to 292 and negative 688, and then you'll see where this is as well. Then wait 1 second, wait until touching player, and then we're going to do mission 1 part 3. And we're doing the same thing here, except we're going to now end the direction. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's broadcast end the direction. So yeah, now let's make sure this is working. I'm just gonna speed through this. Okay, so you notice that our arrow changes its position. It's somewhere up. So let's go to, oh my goodness, the area. Okay, so here it is, right here. Boom. Now that's part 3. So now we're going to set its position to this right here again, and then wait until touching player. So bullseye. So that's what we need to do right there. And now we're actually going to remove this. You don't need this. We're going to say when I receive mission 1, when I receive mission 1 part 5. So part 4 is coming soon. Getting the package won't be an easy task. Getting the package won't be a very easy task. Then we're gonna broadcast start direction. Yes, start direction. And I think, yeah, right here we can just do this. Duplicate. Actually, no, that's not actually necessary. What we can just do is wait until touching player, and then grab this out. Yeah, wait until touching player, and then we're going to mission 1 part 6. That's 1, and then we're also going to end our direction. So hold on, we're gonna end direction. Yeah, right here, end direction. Okay, so that's all we need for our GTA Mission Collider. Now we can move on to the next step, which is an enemy. So we need an enemy in the game that will give our player a challenge before actually getting to the package. So let's go ahead and add an enemy. So right here, choose a sprite, upload sprite. We're gonna just upload this first guy right here, and then we're going to upload the rest of his things. Like I said, link in the description. Link in the description. So you notice this, boom, boom. So just some recoil to his shot. So these are going to be the military people that are trying to stop our player from retrieving the package. So there's a good chance that it's a criminal related thing, because why would the military be chasing him? Because yeah, who knows, maybe they're just random people. But let's anyway name this enemy. And I think, no, not I think, but we're going to drag in the position. But like I said, so now we got our enemy. First thing you probably notice, enemy is too big. I'm gonna set the size to 25. So now we got a smaller enemy, smaller problem. The smaller your enemies, the smaller the problems, and that's what we got right here. Now we're gonna define position and put it right here. We're also gonna have to define another one called move. So let's go ahead and grab this move from the police specifically and drag it down here to the enemy. Perfect. So now we got our move, now we got our position. Perfect. So now we're going to use a different variable. We're not going to use police speed. We're going to go to variables. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And then we're going to make a variable called enemy speed. Yeah, enemy speed for this sprite only. Now the speed is going to be the same for every single enemy. No, it's not actually, no. Yeah, it is going to be the same for every single enemy, but making this for this sprite only is very important. Private variable. Something I just noticed, we can get rid of this position, and we're actually going to use the police position right here, because we need the spawn detected function, and it would be too much work to rewrite it. It's not very time efficient. So we got define position x blah blah blah, if blah my x my y, and then this is this if spawn decided equals to true, delete this clone. So we're not changing a no number of police. Make sure to remove that. Else show, boom, and then else hide. Bet. So now we got our position and our move figured out. Now let's move on to the obvious thing that we do every single sprite, to every single sprite. When flag is clicked, we're gonna hide it. So let's go ahead and hide our flag, and then we're gonna set a brand new variable, and it's gonna be called enemies killed. And it's gonna be for all sprites. It's gonna be for all sprites, and then we're gonna say set enemies killed to 0 at the beginning of the game. So when flag is clicked, set enemies killed to 0. And now we're gonna go to when I receive clone. We need this, yeah, when I start as clone. Actually, let's go to our police. It's actually a pretty long code. I just remembered, and we already have this, and I already explained how this works, or it's pretty obvious. It's block code. But if it's not, just go through it. It kind of explains itself. So yeah, all we need is this, yeah, car. And if we go down here, this is, yeah, towards the end position, and then right here we're not gonna take the stars into consideration. We're just gonna point towards player. We don't care if he's wanted or not. Well, the enemy is going to be shooting the player regardless, you know. So now, if we go back to our start position, you okay, not even a start position right here. You notice we got 1, 2, 3. We need a 4. So we're not gonna make that just yet, but it's gonna be in the sprite. It's gonna be in this exact sprite. So we're gonna say when I receive mission 1 part 3, we're going to repeat until equals to. So let's go to equals to, and then say enemies killed. So until enemies killed equals 2. Now you decide how many enemies you want killed before the player receives the package. So for me it's gonna be 7. So yeah, it's gonna be 7. And then go to control, and we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait a certain amount of time. And the operator is gonna be pick 1 is gonna be 2 to 3 seconds. And then we're gonna create a clone of myself, and then we're going to finally broadcast. Let me go to the broadcast. We're gonna finally broadcast mission 1 part 4, and that's where we get the enemies. They're already they're already excited, I can see. Okay, so now we're gonna say when I start as clone, where can I find that? When I start as clone, we're gonna wait until enemies killed equals 7, and then we're going to repeat this 10 times. So if the enemies killed equals to 7, we're going to set our position to the final position, and then we're going to change. We're gonna change the ghost effect by 10, hence repeating it 10 times, so it's 100. So our enemy becomes fully transparent. So once you kill 7 enemies, the enemies are going to the rest of the enemies are going to disappear. If you want to be more advanced, you can make them run away. You can make it point to the player direction -1, I don't know, and then delete this clone. And then another idea could be maybe just have them stop spawning, and the player still has to kill the rest regardless. If they already killed the 7, just make them continue killing. You decide how you want that to work. But yeah, next we're gonna say when I start as clone, another thing that has to happen when we start as a clone is we're going to forever. So let's grab a forever loop. We're gonna say forever, wait 1 second, and now we're gonna set oh my goodness, my finger. We're gonna set spawn X. So let's set spawn x, and I'm gonna say spawn x one more time, spawn x to my x. And then we're gonna say, I don't even know what I'm saying. Let me just talk about this tutorial. Then we're gonna say operators and then grab two equal signs. So equal here, and then we're gonna say if x position, y position, minus is it not x, y, oh my goodness, okay, hold on, x, y, my x, my y. Okay, cool. So now we have this, and then we're going to also, actually, let me just duplicate this, and then we're gonna set spawn y to my y, and then we're going to set the bullet direction. So basically we're looking if we're making sure that the enemy is inside the game zone before they actually shoot our players. So wait 1 second, set spawn x and spawn y to yada yada woo, and then we're gonna set set bullet direction to direction, and then we're going to broadcast. We're gonna broadcast, oh my goodness, where is the broadcast? We're gonna broadcast police shoot, and then we're going to start a sound. What's that sound, you may ask? It's going to be the pistol sound. So just use the pistol sound that we had before that our police uses. So we're just gonna go to sounds. I'm just going to go ahead and export this pistol sound right here, and go to our enemy and then upload the sound pistol.wave. Okay, so I don't know if this is as loud as it is for, yeah, it is. Okay, cool. That's fine. I don't believe, okay, so you guys can't hear my thing, so I guess you guys is gonna have to believe me. You can't hear my speakers at the moment, but it's fine. We got a little bit left, not too much left. We're gonna go to our police, and then we're gonna go to the police, and then grab, what are we gonna grab? Where is it? We're gonna grab the thing that says distance to player. I just cannot find it, but I am going to find it. It's right here. So here it is, right here. Just grab this. If distance to player, it's under the if police type equals to pistol. If you're like me and couldn't find it, and grab this right here. If distance to player is greater than 20, we're gonna set speed to 3, and just get rid of the rest of these costumes, because the enemy doesn't have as many costumes as our police. So yay, I guess. We're gonna set this, instead of police speed, we're gonna go with our enemy speed. Yeah, we're gonna go with our enemy speed. We're gonna go with our enemy speed, enemy speed here as well, and we're gonna go with our enemy speed here as well. Perfect. Now we're gonna say when I start, oh my goodness, okay, we're gonna say when I start as clone, go to front layer, and we're gonna use a forever loop. Wow, mind blowing. We're gonna use a forever loop. Okay, bet. When I start as clone, perfect. This is exactly what we want, just the one that says pick random 1 2 equals 1. So let's go ahead and drag this here, and yeah, we have that. Then we're gonna say, yeah, when I start, if bullet or touching explosion, that's it. We're not gonna involve any cars, so our enemies are invincible to cars. And then yeah, 1 health pickup, repeat 10 times. Position, ghost effect, delete this clone. Perfecto. So now we got our enemy. So like I said, let's go ahead, link in the description. Let's import a package. Now, believe it or not, I drew this package. So I didn't draw the rest. If you thought I drew anything else, this is the only thing I drew. Now let's go to when flag is clicked forever position. But we don't have the position in yet. So let's go to drag this up here. I don't like dragging this. I've lost my love for dragging, but it's fine. We just drag this position in the package bet. So now we have our little position, and we're gonna add for the first time a secondary and to our thing, I guess. And we're gonna put in equals to operator, and the operator or the operation that we're gonna be performing is enemies killed. And we're gonna go ahead and disable this and go into our enemy and disable enemy speed. And we're gonna go into our package and say enemies killed equals to 7. So if enemies killed equals to 7, we can show our package. So the package is not gonna show unless we've killed 7 enemies. So in this forever loop, we're gonna put position right there, and then we're gonna say when flag is clicked, hide, and we can do that in the same when flag is clicked. And then now let's get ready to write our final bit of code. If there are no bugs, if there are bugs, it's not the final piece of code. So just look at how long the video is, and you might get an idea about this game being finished finally. Yeah, part 4, and then we're gonna set it's my x and my y. So let's go ahead and do this. 1, 2, my x, my y, and we're gonna set my x and my y to 392, 392, and then set x to -688. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna set, watch the enthusiasm coming because we're about to finish this, position, and then we're gonna click show. Hold on, we're gonna click show. And then we're gonna say, okay, this is a bit long. Wait until, hold on, get it? Touching, okay, hold on. Player. Where is the player? Okay, so then we're gonna set enemies killed back to 0 unless you, in case you wanna have more missions. And then yeah, let's go ahead and hide this. And then broadcast, where is it? Broadcast mission 1 part 5. Okay, so now let me play the final version of the game. So move police steps. That's where we went wrong. So I didn't make this enemy speed, but that's fine. That's 1. And then we also noticed that enemy speed is not decreasing when we kill our enemies. So let's go ahead and go to the part where we say the part where we say spawn x, spawn y, we delete this clone. No, it's not that, it has to be a place where we see delete this clone. Okay, right here, and then we're gonna not police killed, enemy killed. Okay, I also messed that up. So okay, so let's see if this works now. I'm back again. Let's see if the bug's fixed. They walk towards us and the enemies killed increase. So I don't want to kill no civilian because I don't want police involved. I have 110 health. Okay, let's have you shoot me. So the package is here because enemy kills equals 7. Touch the package, deliver the package. So yeah, now let's go ahead and deliver the package, and then we can have a talk about how to improve the game. Perfect. Mission complete. Okay, this says deliver the package. I think this is just some technical thing. Yeah, right here we're supposed to say display 3. So let's just go ahead and do that. Mission complete. Yay. So that's the end of this tutorial series. That's the end of the whole mission things and things of that nature. That's the end of that whole mission thing, and that's the end of the series. So well done for making it this far. Please smash the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Please like the video. You know, I put a lot of work in this, so I'll really appreciate that. You know, help the algorithm send the video out to more people. And well, let me give you all some tips on how to add more missions. So I'm just gonna go back to our Scratch. And basically, we have one very simple mission, which is simple steps. You can go ahead and make once you complete part 6, you can maybe wait 100 seconds and then say mission 2 part 1, and then build up on different locations where people can collect packages. But you can expand, instead of just packages, you can just have the player go ahead and, well, shoot people for no reason. I don't know what other missions, or maybe hijack a car and deliver it to a place. There's so much opportunity for you to do. There's so many options and so many things you can do, because, well, it's Scratch. You have as much you can basically do as much as your creativity. Whoa, okay, hold on. Basically, you decide where the ceiling is for your game. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. See you. Peace.